Hey, it's Tay. On a creative plane, align your mind with divine type shit. I want to talk to my creatives about a state of being that we could accomplish by being present type shit. What do I mean by being present? I mean being completely in the here and now type shit, where everything truly exists. This allows space and room for you to completely be type shit. What is being? I mean, when I say be, I mean being as in actually being type shit, as in the present moment where everything is type shit. There's the difference between being and any other state you could be in is your mental type shit. Being is oneness with the now, with the present moment, with what I perceive as God type shit, with what is God type shit. Because this is where everything exists. When you look in nature, this is what you see. Everything is just being type shit. It's just doing what it does. You see a squirrel, it's being a squirrel type shit. Or you see any other animal like a gorilla, it's being a gorilla. It does what gorillas do. So how do you accomplish a state of being type shit? You have to connect with your body type shit, where your being is. This is when you root yourself in your body, where your being is. This is where everything exists type shit. Everything exists. You're basically projecting this reality, but everything exists in your being type shit. We could get sometimes we get lost in mental constructs and shit like that, but once you're completely being, like it's like a completely different feel and vibe to it. It's like everything is ease type shit. To accomplish this state, you gotta just be present type shit. How I get present, I meditate in the present moment. One of the most ancient practices to meditate in the present moment is breathing, because that's what everything does. It breathes. That makes you present. When you fill your body up with air and just pause for a second, it stops your thinking, and you're allowed to just be type shit. And you can start actually observing your thinking, because there's something called compulsive thinking that in this day and age that sometimes it runs people's lives. Compulsive thinking in this day and age, like the state that the world is in, is just a part of the evolution of the world, but the state that we're in right now is compulsive thinking. When people think compulsively, it's like it's not actually their truest self. It's just run-on thoughts and shit like that of emotions. Like it could be worry, fear, anything else type shit. Like it's just shit like that. But there's a state of true being type shit, of oneness with everything around you. And accomplishing this state is like you feel the essence of all type shit, the essence of being. When I say being, I'm talking about God type shit, because that's what the universe is. It's just being type shit. It's here and now, like it says in the Bible type shit. Here and now. To practice this, you just get in a state of like surrender type shit. Like you just observe everything type shit. It's like this isn't really your deepest self. Like the physical isn't really you. So to accomplish this state, you gotta observe everything without judgment type shit. Look impartially to accomplish this state. And once you accomplish this state, you'll feel what you truly are, which is infinite abundance, infinite peace, joy and shit. And it's unmeasurable what it really is, because once you do that, what you're really doing is feeling everything in existence. and everything in existence is the entire universe. And once you feel this, it's just infinite peace. Like you feel in the realm of the unmanifested, where you were before you came here. Like you're remembering your roots type shit. And once you do this, you just have you have unlimited access to it. It's all about being present and observing the you that you are now. Everything in the present moment. When you don't resist the present moment, it just flows. Energy flows like it's supposed to. So to practice this, try being present. Like be still. To be still, you can close your eyes to block everything out type shit. But we have this energy field inside of us that you can actually feel. I'm not asking you to believe in no shit or shit like that. You can actually feel it. There's proof of it within type shit. Feel this energy field. You close your eyes and just sit there for a second. You could quiet your mind down and let your mind be still. If you can't do that, you could still become present. Just breathe. Eventually, if you keep breathing, your mind will become still enough for you to feel this presence. But once you feel this presence, it's just like an infinite peace and joy type shit. Like you feel it through your entire body. You could start with your hands type shit. That's the easiest way for me. I start with my hands, and eventually you'll be able to feel your entire body as one like energy type shit. Once you do that, you're really feeling everything in the universe type shit. So basically, you're aligning your mind with divine type shit. What I be saying, but yeah, that's what you do if you're able to do that completely type shit. This allows things to flow in an ease type shit. You're not like lost in the mental constructs are still there and shit, but it's not, it's not you, so you don't give it any of your energy and things like that. This is a state of oneness, a state of being that anybody can accomplish type shit. And once you do this, it'll change it. Once you do this and keep it, stay in alignment with it, it change your life type shit, because you're being your truest self type shit. You're not acting out of, because when we're born into this reality type shit, we're responding to it, or we're reacting to it. We're not really responding from a deeper place within ourselves type shit. This is how you respond from a deeper self type shit, a deeply rooted you. Like it's infinite type shit. It's like when you let your actions arise out of the present moment, it's not a reaction to anything, it's a response type shit. Once you learn how to respond like this, you begin to change the world type shit through yourself, through your being. You begin to change the world. Like it's easy to react, it's harder to respond type shit. Once you learn how to respond, you're changing. Not only are you changing your being, the composition of your being, of your internal being, but you're changing anything that's around you, and in a deeper sense, the entire universe. Because this universe is evolving, you're a part of the evolution of it type shit. And people accomplish this state also when they're doing something, when you lose yourself in something type shit. You're in a state of being, a complete oneness. You become what you're doing. Like I know when I'm cooking up or something, I become, sometimes I become what I'm doing. I become the production of the beat or something like that, or the piano or something, or anything that's like, or a video game. When you really get into it, you become that type shit. It's like you forget, you don't forget, but you're in a state of, what is it called? State of flow type shit. Like everything is just flowing type shit. And you're just being. You don't need to think about anything at all. You're just being. Thoughts could flow through your mind, but you don't, you're not attached to them type shit. This is all about, doing this is all about detachment. When you're detached, you're in a state of being. And it's crazy too, because you would think that letting go, you wouldn't be in it as much, but when you let go, you're in it even more type shit. Like you're able to you're able to actually be yourself even more and do things even more with a better state of presence type shit. It's all about being detached from form. Even though you are this form right here, you're not. This isn't completely you type shit. It's just it's one projection of you, of your deeper self type shit. You're everything. In essence, your deepest self is space type shit. So to be this space and become this space, you just be type shit. You feel that energy inside of you, and you could also, to stay present, you feel your physical body. If you have like a lot of mental, deep mental things going on, like your I call it compulsive thinking. Like if you have that going on, it's been going on for a while, you gotta practice being present. You gotta feel your you just feel your physical body type shit, and you feel your emotional body and your energy body. And over time, you're gonna be able to accomplish the state of being, the state of oneness with the eternal all, the present moment, eternity, whatever you want to call it, God, the universe. It's everything in existence. But yeah, what else I want to talk about? Once you do this, it's just, yeah, you have to, you can't, it's something that has to be felt too. I could only talk about it to you until you feel it yourself type shit. Because there's it's completely different. You're being in this world, but you're not of it type shit. So you'll be like you'll just be completely different type shit. And each of us have our own universe inside of us type shit. That we've been sent here to create type shit. We've been sent here to change the world, each and every one of us. That's why you gotta do what you love. Don't do anything else type shit. That too, like, there's different ways to do it. There's a whole bunch of ways to do it, but it's basically love type shit. That's what you're doing. You're not judging anything. That's unconditional love. You're letting it be. That's what God does. It lets everything be type shit. Because it knows, it believes, it has faith. It knows it's going to grow towards completion. So yeah, try that. Try being present. Try feeling your energy body. Like, become really still. And I'm sure, like, you'll if you really want to do it, it'll happen for you type shit. Like, you just feel it type shit. Once you accomplish the state of being, anything becomes possible for you. You're in a state of ease, of flow. And like, you just, I can't really, I couldn't explain it to you, but you have to feel it to see what I'm talking about type shit. The mind can't conceive it. The mind can't understand it really. It's something that has to be felt by being. You see, you have a mind type shit. That's why you can observe it. But in this state of consciousness that the planet is on right now, we become the mind instead of using it as a tool, as a wonderful tool, the beautiful tool that it's supposed to be used for type shit. It's supposed to be used for us to do things in this world and for us to decide what we want type shit, to attract what we want. So to basically take your energy out of it, and it'll dissipate. The consciousness of the ego will dissipate. That's what the mind is too. It's like, well, it's not that, but there's a sense of self in the mind. It's like the lower self. It's like the ego type shit. This ego is it thinks. It doesn't know for sure. It only thinks. But when you're in the state of being, when your ego is the state of being that you're in, it's like you're everything type shit. You're not really thinking type shit. Your sense of self is everything. So in essence, that's nothing, because that's what space is. So when you're nothing, you're allowed to be type shit. But yeah, I wanted to get that out there to my creators type shit, because there's a lot more possible that you could do type shit. And when you're in the state of being, it's just like peace. We think we have to do things to get somewhere, to accomplish something, to do this and that. That's all good and all, but in the here and now, that's where everything is. That's where true prosperity is. You don't lack. I mean, you lack nothing type shit. You have to tune into yourself, your deeper self. Once you tune into this deeper self, you see what I'm talking about type shit. And you're automatically gonna do what you gotta do too. Like it's not gonna, you're not gonna have to push yourself. You're gonna be pulled to do what you want to do, truly type shit. So yeah, try filling your being out type shit. Be completely yourself type shit. You don't need any mental effort to do this neither. You just have to be able to shut your mind down, root yourself in being, and over time it's gonna become a habit, because compulsive thinking is just a habit, as you learned over time through the conditioning of this world. So yeah, try that. You're gonna love it, literally. Like it's unconditional. That's what you experience. Unconditional love type shit. No matter what state you're in, no matter if you think you're in a bad situation, because what's real is the realest thing is your life type shit. I'm talking about life energy, what you truly are, and your life situation doesn't compare to how big you truly are. Your vastness, your essence type shit. Once you feel this, you'll feel what I'm talking about, and your life situation is nothing compared to it. And your life situation will change like this type shit. So try that out type shit. I'm about to go cook up and shit. So try that out.
Do this shit for fun and it come with the chicken. Do this shit again, cook a beat, then I rip it. It's the fucking weight where your tongue, I could flip it. Herb and it's blunt, ain't no fucking Lipton. Growing and evolving with everything I learn. Everything is me, but I still discern. Just when you think you got me, I had to turn. It's the fucking heat, yeah, shit.